Wow, full story of Pritam Singh and Raeesah case there.
The trial of Workers' Party Chief Pritam Singh has come to an end, with the prosecution wrapping up its cross-examination on November 8th. The defence finished a brief re-examination of Singh before he left the stand. Singh's version of events on his intention for former WP MP Raeesah Khan to clarify her lie in Parliament was again under scrutiny on day 13 of the hearing. The prosecution highlighted that Singh's story is inconsistent with former WP Chief Lau Tia Kiang's version of events about a meeting between the two and WP Chair Sylvia Lim on October 11, 2021. In a statement Singh had given to the police on January 16, 2023, he said he had informed Mr. Lau during the meeting that Ms. Khan would be clarifying the details of her anecdote in Parliament. However, when Mr. Lau testified in court on October 23rd, he said Singh did not inform him about this. Deputy Attorney General Ang Cheng Hock asked Singh whether Mr. Lau had advised him to get Ms. Khan to clarify the lie in Parliament. Singh agreed. However, Singh said the WP leaders already had that perspective before they spoke to Mr. Lau. When pressed on whether he or Mr. Lau was telling the truth, Singh said that is something the prosecution has to draw a conclusion on. The prosecution also suggested that Singh lied to a parliamentary committee that he did not know then WP cadre Low Pei-ying would testify. Singh had initially said in court that he knew on November 29, 2021 that Ms. Low was going to give evidence before the Committee of Privileges. But the prosecution pointed out that Singh had told the committee that he did not know this. The prosecution highlighted further inconsistencies between Singh's police statement in January 2023 and his court testimony on November 7 regarding a meeting with Ms. Low and fellow WP cadre Yudhishthra Nathan. In court, DAG Ang had asked Singh whether the two were trying to suppress the untruth, to which Singh said that they were. However, in Singh's police statement, he had said that they were not trying to suppress the untruth. The defence did not call any other witnesses.
My lawyers have put the case forward. I'm grateful to them. Let's wait for the verdict.
Closing submissions and replies will be entered next in January. A verdict is expected on February 17, 2025 at the earliest.
The leader of the opposition Workers' Party's Pritam Singh is on trial for allegedly lying to a committee during a parliamentary inquiry. And this is in relation to an investigation into lies told by former WP MP Raeesah Khan to Parliament in August 2021. Here's what happened during the first leg of the trial, which kicked off on 14th of October. First to take the witness stand was Ms. Khan, who testified that Singh said they would have to take the lie to the grave. Singh's lawyer cross-examined her and called her a liar. Next on the witness stand was her former secretarial assistant, Low Pei-ying. Ms. Low spoke about the concerns she had for WP, which she had worked with for a decade, as well as her unhappiness at how the issue was handled. But she broke under cross-examination and admitted to lying by redacting a message to be presented in a document to the Committee of Privileges. The message from fellow party member Yudhishthra Nathan suggested that they should continue lying. Mr. Nathan took the stand next. He testified about the, quote, witch hunt he felt was launched against Ms. Khan to kick her out of the party. He also talked about how he felt Singh was getting off, quote, scot-free, despite knowing about Ms. Khan's lie a few days after she said it in Parliament. Under cross-examination, he admitted to wanting Ms. Khan to, quote, actively maintain the lie as he felt the WP didn't have a suitable plan for her to come clean. We also heard from former WP chief Lau Tia Kiang, who said he told WP leaders in October 2021 that Ms. Raeesah Khan should apologize in Parliament. At the trial, Mr. Lau also said he only found out in August 2023 that the other WP leaders had known about Ms. Khan's lie for the past 2 years. The first tranche of the trial ended on 24th of October. In case you need a reminder of how we got here, it all started on the 3rd of August 2021. Ms. Khan gave a speech in Parliament on empowering women. She included an anecdote about accompanying a sexual assault survivor to the police station 3 years earlier.
3 years ago, I accompanied a 25-year-old survivor to make a police report against a rape that was committed against her. She came out crying. The police officer had allegedly made comments about her dressing and the fact that she was drinking. We need better treatment of survivors of sexual assault and sexual harassment by law enforcement.
Later on in the same session, she was asked to make a clarification.
I raised the example because it was my experience with a survivor. The episode I raised in my speech took place 3 years ago, and I've been unsuccessful in getting in touch with them.
This was followed by a reminder to all members from Leader of the House, Indrani Raja.
And I just wanted to remind members of the House that when assertions and allegations are made, members must be prepared to substantiate them.
On 7th of August, Ms. Khan admitted to Singh over the phone that the anecdote was false. On 8th of August, Ms. Khan met with Singh, Workers' Party Chair Sylvia Lim and Party Leader Faisal Manap. She told them she had lied and had no way of substantiating her statements in Parliament. She later messaged her secretarial assistant Ms. Low and Ms. Nathan, saying the party leaders had agreed at the meeting that the best thing to do is take the information to the grave. Fast forward to the 3rd of October, Singh met Ms. Khan to speak about the matter. He told her the issue could come up in Parliament the next day. Ms. Khan claims that it was during this meeting when Singh said he would not judge her if she chose to stick with the narrative. Singh later testified to a parliamentary committee that he told her to take responsibility and ownership of the issue if it came up, and that he would not judge her if she did so. On the 4th of October, Law and Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam called on Ms. Khan to provide more details.
So can the member, I ask the member through you, sir, to tell us, at the very least, the police station that she went to with the victim, and if possible, the names of the police officer or officers who attended to the victim and the member. And if she cannot remember the names, then some details, how many officers were there, some description of them, rough age, race, male or female, whatever details she can give. And when the member saw the victim come out crying after her interview, did the member bring this to the police officer's attention? I should add that, since we take very seriously all these points, police have spent a lot of time searching their records since this point was made. They don't seem to be able to identify a case where Ms. Khan was present with the victim.
Like I said, it did happen 3 years ago, and I haven't been successful getting in touch with the person that I accompanied. With regards to confidentiality, I would prefer for it to remain that way. Thank you.
So I asked which police station and which month, and the identities of the officers to the extent that Ms. Khan knows them.
Ms. Khan, to facilitate the investigation by the police to check.
Thank you. I do not know the identity of the police officers.
But the questions on police station, date, etc.
With regards to confidentiality with the survivor, I would not like to reveal any of this information. Thank you.
So we are talking about the police station. That's got nothing to do with the confidentiality of the survivor.
Ms. Raeesah Khan. Minister is not asking about the identity of the individual.
I understand, but with regards to confidentiality, I will not be revealing any other information. Thank you.
So I don't understand this point about confidentiality. Can I ask through you, sir, for Ms. Khan to confirm in this House that everything she has told us is accurate, that she did accompany such a person, and such an incident did happen?
Ms. Khan.
Hey, beauty, I'll give you a toy. Can you help me test this cable?
Give me a toy. What kind of toy?
Wait a minute, don't open it yet. Help me test the cable.
Yes.
On the 7th of October, the police told Ms. Khan that they wanted to interview her. On 12th of October, WP leaders told Ms. Khan to tell the truth in Parliament, and she agreed to do so. On the 1st of November, Ms. Khan gave a statement in Parliament admitting she had lied about accompanying a survivor to the police station.
On the 3rd of August, I spoke in this House on the motion on empowering women. During my speech, I had shared an anecdote of a survivor of sexual assault. I was not present with the survivor in the police station as I described. The anecdote was shared by the survivor in a women's support group for women, which I was a part of.
Following this admission, Leader of the House Ms. Indrani raised a complaint against Ms. Khan for a breach in parliamentary privilege, and the matter was referred to the Committee of Privileges. On the 2nd of November, the WP announced a disciplinary panel to look into Ms. Khan's admissions. The panel comprised Singh himself, Ms. Sylvia Lim, and Mr. Faisal Mana. On the 8th of November, Ms. Khan attended a disciplinary panel meeting to explain why she lied in Parliament. She attended a second meeting on the 29th of November, and the next day resigned from the WP and as an MP. 2 days later, WP held a press conference to explain the events.
After Raeesah delivered her speech and in the course of the days that followed, I asked Raeesah to make her best efforts to contact the victim or to contact the individuals who brought the victim's case to her attention. Initially, Raeesah stuck to her untruth in her communication with me. After being repeatedly pressed, a number of new facts and disturbing personal revelations were disclosed. Raeesah shared that her personal trauma and sexual assault explained why she was not truthful about accompanying the victim to the police station, as she had asserted in her speech on the 3rd of August. She admitted this to the party leadership about a week after she had delivered her speech.
The same day, the Committee of Privileges began its hearings. On 10th of February 2022, the COP released its findings. It found Ms. Khan guilty of abuse of parliamentary privilege and recommended that she be fined 35,000 Singapore dollars for lying in Parliament and repeating the lie. The committee also proposed that Singh and Mr. Faisal be referred to the public prosecutor for further investigations. On 15th of February, members of Parliament voted to fine Ms. Khan as well as to refer Singh and Mr. Faisal to the public prosecutor. Singh rejected the committee's findings and said that gaps and omissions in the report suggested political partisanship.
I intend to clear my name and will cooperate fully with the public prosecutor.
Nearly 2 years after police investigations began, it was announced that Mr. Faisal was issued a police advisory and no charges were brought against him. Singh was charged with 2 counts of lying to a parliamentary committee. He pleaded not guilty. The next tranche of the trial is slated to start on 5th of November. Singh faces a jail term of 3 years, a fine of up to 7,000 Singapore dollars, or both for each of the charges. Witness called by the defense in this second leg of the trial. Here are some highlights. On October 3rd, 2021, a day before Ms. Khan doubled down on her lie in Parliament, Singh and his wife met Ms. Khan at her house. Singh testified that he had told Ms. Khan that she would have to take ownership and responsibility if the anecdote was raised in Parliament the following day. When asked by defense lawyer Andre Jumaboy what he meant by that, Singh replied, quote, "In the context of someone who had lied to me, lied to Parliament, and tried to cover up the lie in the course of my trying to find out more about it, in my view, those words were clear that she had to tell the truth, and that's what I meant by take ownership and responsibility." But the prosecution pointed out contradictions in the evidence that he gave. Mr. Ang questioned, "You have told the court that she doesn't have to clarify if the matter is not raised, but here in the COP, you have told the COP that regardless of whether it's raised, it's very clear that what you told her was that she has to clarify the next day. So which is the truth, what you told the COP or what you told the court?" Singh then replied, saying that he told the court the truth. He said, "I would have expected her to clarify the matter, but insofar as what happened, if it didn't come up, the matter would be clarified at some future stage." Singh agreed that he had neither checked with Ms. Khan as to whether she was ready to clarify the lie in Parliament, nor did he ask her to prepare a statement for him to review should she have needed to tell the truth on October the 4th. Clarifying this, Singh said it was because I expected her to be able to tell the truth. Under questioning by the defense, Singh testified that he assured Ms. Khan he would not judge her after seeing that she had become a little nervous and uncomfortable when told to take ownership of her lie. And what I meant by that was, I will not judge you if you take ownership and responsibility, Singh explained, adding that Ms. Khan appeared relieved after he said this. Bringing up the point during cross-examination, Mr. Ang said, "You would have us believe that you were basically telling her to admit to the untruth, expose herself to COP proceedings, and she was visibly relieved. Is that your evidence?" Mr. Ang continued, "Isn't it the truth, Mr. Singh, that you told her, continue the narrative, I will not judge you, and she was relieved because she knew then that she does not have to admit to a lie in Parliament and she wasn't being exposed or sent to the COP. Isn't that the truth?" Singh denied this, saying he meant that he would not judge her for telling the lie if she cleared the matter by telling the truth. The prosecution continued grilling Singh on the contradictions between his testimony and that of former WP Chief Lau Tia Kiang. Mr. Lau testified as a prosecution witness during the first tranche of the trial. On October 11, 2021, Mr. Lau met Singh and WP Chair Sylvia Lim to discuss Ms. Khan's lie. In his testimony, Mr. Lau shared that neither Singh nor Ms. Lim had told him that they had already instructed Ms. Khan to clarify her lie in Parliament. When asked by the prosecution whether Mr. Lau had advised the two WP leaders to have Ms. Khan do so, Singh said they already made that decision before meeting with Mr. Lau. Honing in on the inconsistency, Mr. Ang then asked, "So either you are lying or he is lying. Is that what you're saying?" The prosecution then turned to Singh's police statement, where he was asked whether Mr. Lau had been informed during the meeting that Ms. Khan had confessed her lie to party leaders on October 8, 2021. Singh had answered yes. However, Mr. Lau testified that the leaders did not tell him such a thing. When asked if Mr. Lau was lying, Singh described it as a question of memories. Mr. Ang then suggested that Singh never told Mr. Lau that WP leaders found out about the untruth as early as August because Singh knew what Mr. Lau's reaction would be. Singh disagreed. The prosecution wrapped up its cross-examination of Singh on Friday morning. Both the prosecution and defense will submit their arguments for their respective cases in January next year, and the verdict for the case has been fixed for February 17th.
Hey, hello friend, we've come to the end already. Have you subscribed yet? Yes, press the subscribe button and the like button and the share button. Thank you and have a nice day.